What's going on, everyone? So, seeing where Terrifier 3 and just the Terrifier franchise as a whole has become is remarkable, right? You really got to give credit to Damien Leone. Art the Clown went from clown just in All Hallows Eve to getting his own movie in Terrifier that was basically back cataloged in Netflix and various other platforms that no one really ever heard of or thought about. And then all of a sudden starts gaining a little cult following. People start to find it, social media stuff, start to share it, and gains a little buzz, right? And it was a film that was made for I think it was $60,000 or something like that. And then, lo and behold, you get a part 2. It's like, wow, okay. Here we go. Let's see what they can do, right? Better budget, actually supposed to get into some story and some, lore and build upon Art the Clown. And it's not just this mindless, gore horror, which, is fine, right? Nothing wrong with that. But, Terrifier 2 was supposed to be the beginning of, really shaping Art the Clown, really shaping these films going forward. And then, look out, because now we got Terrifier 3. And it's been a huge hit. People have absolutely loved it. Don't worry, I'm not going to go into any spoilers or anything like that. So if you're somebody that hasn't seen this movie, don't worry about it. Just want to talk about the recent announcement from Damien Leone. But, you just look at what Terrifier 3 has done. It's already the highest grossing film in the franchise, which is massive, right? Terrifier 3, $18.8 million thus far on a $2 million budget, which is absolutely insane. And it's just only going to continue to have more success. More and more people are talking about it. And it was announced by Damien Leone that we were getting a 4th installment. So everyone rejoicing. Everyone's happy. We're going to get to see the continued story after part 3. For those that know, you know. But it's okay, what direction is they going to go? How are they going to approach this? There's going to be more lore, more backstory, right? We're going to get more answers. We're going to get this, that, and the other, right? Very exciting. However, it appears that Terrifier 4 will be the last installment for the Art the Clown saga. So, this is from Variety. Damien Leone on the 4th Terrifier movie, which is in development. It will certainly be an epic showdown, an epic closure to this Art the Clown saga. The idea I'm toying with in my head would probably be, in some regards, the most experimental. So, a couple things, right? We're getting a most experimental Art the Clown Terrifier film, and it appears that this will be the end of the Art the Clown saga. That this will... Now, I'm sure Damien Leone will go into other projects and other horror, right? He is a known commodity at this point, right? He at this point, with the success, especially of Terrifier 3, he could jump. Next movie, he could go, oh, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to do a Teletubby horror slasher, and studios will be here, take my money type thing, right? Because it's just how it works in Hollywood, right? When you're having success and you're getting $2 million and you're turning it into $50 million when all is said and done, usually bodes well. Studios want to work with you. So Damien Leone is not going to go nowhere, I would guess. I would imagine that he's going to continue to do projects. He's going to continue to do horror films. He's going to continue to explore different ideas. And, as much as we all want Art the Clown to go on forever, at some point, that it was going to come to an end. I would have liked at least that 5th film, right? Kind of give us those 5 films to really kind of, dive in and give us everything that we need for this franchise. But nonetheless, right, as long as there is a real conclusive ending and, it all makes sense, and, maybe you kind of leave the door open slightly, right? I want to end the current arc, the current story, the Sienna arc and story, right? I want to kind of get through this, right? Don't leave us hanging in that regard. But for Art the Clown, right, maybe it is something where you kind of leave the door open, so 5 years from now or whatever, it's hey, you know what, let's do another Terrifier film, right? We kind of let people marinate and enjoy the last 3. Like, let's bring it back for one more, and you kind of have that moment, and everyone's like, you see if David Howard Thornton, who, look, he deserves a ton of praise, right? Obviously, ton of praise for Damien Leone. You're getting a ton of praise for Lauren Rivera, as rightfully so. She was spectacular as Sienna. She has been great in these last 2 installments and should be continued going forward, right? Like, she's home run out of the park. Fantastic. I mean, even Samantha Scafidi, I don't know if I said that last name right. Sorry. I really apologize if I said that inaccurate, but she plays Victoria. Fantastic, right? Like, you go down the list. Lots of people deserve praise. But David Howard Thornton, that guy's got to get more love, right? Like, him and his portrayal of Art the Clown has just been, I mean, we don't have a franchise in Art the Clown if it's not for him. He's just been unbelievable, right? And continues to be unbelievable. And I'm excited for the installments going forward. But this is a franchise that, like, at some point, you want to kind of go a different direction. Now, like, you could have, if you wanted to, done this forever, right? Like, I mean, obviously nothing lasts forever, but this is a franchise that you could have done time and time again, right? Like, you could have finished the Sienna story, you could have gotten through that, and then ended up picking up on somebody else, right? Art the Clown is not just solely, right? Like, Art the Clown's gonna go wherever Art the Clown wants to go, right? Art the Clown is gonna target and go after whoever Art the Clown wants to target and go after, right? So you can kind of justify that, right? You finish the Sienna story. Art kind of just like, all right, probably shouldn't mess with her no more. Here's the next victim. And now you can tell a whole new story, a whole new just journey with that. And look, maybe that is what happens later on down the road, right? Like, just, look, how many horror franchises have we heard goodbye to? How many final chapters, right? Like, Jason Goes to Hell type films have we had? And then it's like New Nightmare, right? It's just like Jason X, right? Like, you get it so often, so frequently, right? So just because this is goodbye for now doesn't necessarily mean that it's goodbye forever. I do imagine, I would be shocked if they, like, killed Art for good, right? Like, I would be shocked if Damien Leone, at the end of Terrifier 4, you look up and it's over and you're waiting for Art to come back and he just doesn't. Like, he's just dead. Like, I think that they'll have some type of open, like, even if it's not Art popping up on screen or something like that, or, walking away or something, I do think you'll get something where, we get that little clue of like, oh, he's still out there, right? Type thing. And that's fine, right? Give us that. To where, the door is always open if need be, right? You can always default back to what feels right? Always get comfortable back in that driver's seat. But in general, right? Like, again, Terrifier 3 and what the Terrifier franchise has just become, Damien Leone, what he's been able to build has just been, it's been special. It's been fantastic. And to be along for the journey and be able to see just how everything has kind of developed. It's been fantastic. I'm very happy for just everyone involved in this. It's always great when you have success, especially in the horror space, right? Where horror movies, yes, they're beloved, but they're their own thing in many ways. Especially with Terrifier, you're talking a niche of a niche, right? Because Terrifier isn't just like a straightforward horror movie, right? Crazy, over the top, that gore, the type of kills, like all that stuff, right? Like, that's not everybody's cup of tea, right? Some people love horror, but, even some slashers and stuff, but they don't want the, like, buckets of gore, right? Like, and so you're talking about a niche within a niche, and the fact that it's had so much success, the fact that it has, kind of been what it's become is just, it's remarkable. It really it has been. But as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Are you disappointed about this news? Do you think like, it's understandable, it's expected, all good things come to an end at some point? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.